Hey Virgo, handy dandy notebook. What's on the bottom here? Ooh, the High Priestess. Yeah, deep down, this is the Chrysalis Tarot. Deep down, I feel like you know what you need to do, you know what you feel, or you know someone else feels a certain way. Look at, she's almost doing a spell here. Um, Some of you may get into doing some sort of rituals or spell work, or it could be more mundane, like journaling and getting things down. Or you may even want to be a writer. You may have something hit, like a book hidden in you, an idea. Allow that to come to the surface. Someone may be hiding something from you, and that's where things may be coming to a head. You may need to, or someone else may need to press press the situation. I don't know, press for what I say further. You may have feelings for someone else, or someone else that you're with may have feelings for someone else, and that may prompt the what's going on here if it's with a relationship. But there's something, you want to do something different. There's something else in you. Wow, Ace of Stones, beautiful, beautiful card. This is really a card for you because this is an earth energy. This is the Ace of Pentacles in a more traditionally named deck. It reminds me of Craig Nadoon, the Standing Stone in Outlander, the time traveling stone. We have is it the sun? Yeah, so the solstice. Okay, so here's pointing to the solstice, right? And this is once you can allow to come up your true feelings, your true wants and needs, your true desires, what truly draws you, what you truly want to spend your time and energy doing, the universe will create an opening, will create an opportunity. But it can't create that until you get it clear in your own mind what it is that you want to work towards. But this is tangible things. This is a new place to live, a new living environment. So if you don't move, but the people or things in your environment, it's a fresh start. It is a new career. It's a new health regimen. It's money. So something about this, you will see a difference because it's the more earthly, tangible things in life. But there's also for me a real spiritual aspect to the Pentacles cards, because of the connection to the earth, to Mother Earth, to the wonder that is. Yeah, so maybe you're really having some existential, am I saying that right? Where did the universe come from? What does this all mean? What do I believe in? Do I believe in God? Do I not? Do I? So some of you could really be, or exploring these things. Maybe your reading list is exploring these types of more big picture questions. For a fixed sign with this Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, I feel as though it's in Aquarius. So Aquarius thinks about stuff like that. But Aquarius doesn't only think about stuff like that. It can figure stuff out. I actually looked up Elon Musk. He's actually a Cancer, which I thought was surprising. But I could see him having some strong, someone probably did his chart somewhere on YouTube. I just, the inventive mind. So you may have some ideas that you can bring into the real world. Don't discount your ideas. Even every great inventor, I think people has thought was crazy. What? Flying? You can fly through the air? That's crazy. Oh, that's reminded me of Outlander too. Um, she goes back in time, and before, airplanes, she goes back to the 1700s, and just trying to. She's thought of as a witch because she's a nurse from the future, and people just have trouble. So just because you're ahead of your time or you have ideas people may not understand, it doesn't mean they're not good ideas. Two of Pentacles. The bear. So the bear in the Lenormand cards. What a beautiful scene here with the lake and the mountains. The bear in the Lenormand could be mama bear. So there could be something about your mother. There could be something about a mother. If you're a man, you could get a woman pregnant. I have to be careful with my gender. If you are of childbearing potential, you could get pregnant or you could get someone else pregnant. It could be that this is also a boss. And this is also the grind of daily life, the grind, the busy work of life that can get either we can just kind of fall into a trance, get up, go to work, do this, do that, cook dinner, whatever your routine is. And it seems like it's just one day blends into the next. And maybe you want, this is a fixed earth sign, so they don't necessarily, there's can be comfort in it, but it may be something that's, you need to soar, that may be how you feel caged. You need to spread your wings, and with that Jupiter influence, right? Saturn's another earth sign that rules Capricorn. It's like, do the right thing, follow the rules, stay the course, stay on the path. And Jupiter's like, no, I need to travel. Sag wants to travel. I'm a Sag, so I'm gonna say we want to be free. We want to spread our wings. We don't want to feel trapped or tied down. You can, if it's a relationship, you can be with someone and not feel trapped or tied down. You just have to be with the right person. But I feel as a career is a little bit soul crushing for them for the moment. I don't mean to laugh. That's terrible, but I feel, I guess as a Sag, I feel that way all the time. Nine of Wands. Yeah, Nine of Wands is being, running a race and having 1 mile left, but just wanting to quit, wanting to give up, just not wanting to do it anymore. So there can be a message of perseverance here, the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's not the train, as my friend would say. Just around the corner, you're going to see the finish line. You're almost there, even if you can't quite see it. So to persevere. I also can see it as I'm putting all this energy into something and my heart's not in it anymore. So it's a decision you would need to make. Is it just that a few years back, I got a graduate certificate, and boy, let me tell you, I had one class left, and I did not want, I wanted to stop, and that's not like me, actually. I'm not, for a fire sign, I'm pretty determined, and I have pretty good follow through, but boy, I wanted to stop. I had a lot going on in my life. It was very stressful, and I was like, but if I'm going to be really honest, the degree I picked was more of a degree of, this makes sense. It was somewhat convenient. It wasn't what I really wanted to do. And honestly, if I'm be honest, the things I really want to do don't require that type of school anymore. So that's the type of thing you have to explore within yourself, and give yourself permission maybe to explore your more creative side. And yeah, I'm trying not to just ramble and say the same thing over and over. So tons of earth energy. Six of Stones. This is a card, you can see the balance here, the scales, the Libra, um, how they're these jewels, these crystals hanging. Oh, this is a beautiful. I love that. Someone requested that I use this deck. I don't use it very often, and it's gorgeous. Look at this gorgeous braid up here. Absolutely stunning. It's a very pleasing card with symmetry. So you may like symmetry, balance, things like that. Um, Jewelry making, using earthly, organic materials to create things. It's about give and take. So, going back to relationships, um, you may not feel that you get the same support that you give, or vice versa, in a relationship. If your relationship ends, you could either be giving that feedback or receiving it. And nothing's ever going to be perfectly balanced all the time. I feel as though that is unrealistic, but there has to be a give and take, um, or I think resentment builds up. I don't, some people are just martyrs and super codependent, but I think for, healthier people, I don't know if anyone's truly healthy, but healthier people, we have to feel um, that sometimes if we need a shoulder, we need something, that we both have our, you have to feel like each other's got your back, I guess. Do you feel that you're the carrying the load, the weight? Looking for more work-life balance. I feel a strong need that you're realizing you really need to feed your soul. And again, the daily grind, the monotony of some things, and that your creative side, you need a creative outlet. Um, you need, I feel like you allow yourself to have more, allow yourself to want more, allow yourself not to settle. And that doesn't mean if you are in a relationship that that person's not a wonderful person. And I think that this is where, and vice versa, or that if you're with someone and it doesn't work out and you're on the receiving end, that doesn't mean you're of less value or they're of less value, but everyone has their own ideas of the life they want to lead, what's going to bring them happiness, the energy they like to be. Some people want the, and this could be you because it's very, want the safe, comfortable home routine, um, just staying close to home. And it doesn't have to be, either or. There's a infinite number of possibilities in between. And some people want to be very much together and do everything together. And some people want to have more separate lives. And it doesn't mean you're no less of a couple, but I don't know. They just feel like, I'm just trying to give examples. I mean, so you may have to realize, wait a minute, how I've done what society tells me is the right thing to do. I've gotten a secure job with benefits. I'm, have a steady uh, significant other, and you may be thinking, shit. Now, if some of you are around your Saturn return, So that's around 28, and that can last, I can't remember how long that lasts, but I think I would say like, and this is me, not astrology. I'm not an expert astrologer, but if you are, you know, mid late 20s into your early 30s, I feel like this is something that it could be a Saturn return. You can look that up, type of energy. Okay, I think, wow, okay, you have the longest reading. I apologize. Take care.